In this video, we are going to learn how to make a Google ad banner. First, let us go to a new file. Then here we are going to customize our file. So we want the artboard size to be 800 pixels by 320 pixels. It depends on the ad you want to make because different ads have different sizes. It all depends on you. So here I'm taking width as 800 and height as 320, and I want it landscape and not portrait. And make sure that this is RGB since it's going to be viewed digitally, and make sure that this is high and hit on create. Now you have your artboard ready. So before you design anything, you need some requirements. So just paste your requirements. So you need to make this beforehand. This is the information about the company which you have to make it beforehand before you make all your designs for branding. So here we have our logo, the name of the person, their designation, phone number, address, website, mail, typography, as in what are the typefaces that this brand is going to be using. So here it is Poppins and Afterglow, and then there's a color palette. So what all colors are there, what is the theme of the company. So these colors are basically derived from the logo itself, as you can see. And then we have few icons and the information and a QR code. It will be needed later on. So don't worry if you don't have these beforehand. You can keep adding them on daily basis depending on your design. So it is better to have all of them at one place. Now let us start designing our Google ad banner. Now we need to make a background first. So let us choose the rectangle tool, and with one click we can give the dimensions of the rectangle. Now I want it to be 800 by 320. That is our artboard size. Okay, so this is somewhere here. Now we want to align it with artboard. So the easiest way is just click on these alignment options here, like that. Just like that, it is aligned. And now we want to fill it. So let us fill it with a color. Okay, I want a light background. And now we have to place our logo. So select the logo, hold Alt and drag it out to bring it onto this. So you can see it's going behind, but that's because this layer is on top. So right click on this layer, arrange, send to back. So it is the last layer. Now you can bring the logo, make it a bit bigger so that it is zoomed in properly. So now you can see that the color is getting mixed up. So let us make the background a bit more lighter. So I can reduce the opacity to say 50. Okay, this looks good. Okay. Now I want a picture over here. So let us bring a picture. So file, place. Okay, I have mine here. So wherever your picture is, just bring it over here. Place. That place is the picture. So if you don't have the perfect picture, you can just mask it out like that. So here I have masked the picture like a rectangle so that it fits in the corner, so that it fits here properly. Hold shift and drag it to get a proper size. So let us start putting on some information into the design. So I'm thinking of some text. So by default you get lorem ipsum. So you can type in whatever you want. So I'll say confused about breakfast. And another text saying So select the selection tool and then start typing. Breakfast menu from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, now these two look similar. I don't want it to look like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a different typeface. We already know that our company uses two typefaces. One is Poppins and another one is Afterglow. So I want to use Afterglow here. Okay. So we select Afterglow, and these are too near to each other. And also the size is too small. So I want a bigger size. 36 looks fine. So a little bit more bigger. Just click the upper arrow so that it will increase the size. Okay, now I feel that the letters are too near to each other, so we can increase the tracking. So I think 50 looks fine. Okay, now coming to this text, I want to give Poppins regular. Cool. And I want this to be slightly bigger, so 14. Now let us create a call to action button. For that you need to select the rectangle and draw a button like this. So I want some text for this button, so I'm going to just drag this, hold Alt and drag it to make a duplicate. I'm going to say order now. This won't be visible, so I'll take the color picker and pick this color so that it looks visible on this. Oh, it's going behind it. So right click, arrange, bring to front. Now when you take it on top of this, it is visible. Okay, so this, I don't like this in black, so I'm going to color it. Take the color picker and just color them. Next, breakfast menu. So I think black is fine, but I want a different type. But I want a different weight for this. So I think medium looks good. And for the button, I want rounded corners. So you can see these tiny circles. You just have to drag them inside to make some rounded corners. And I want this in a different color. So this looks okay. And this looks too pale. So what I'm going to do is increase the opacity. Okay, now let us see the alignment. So hold shift and start selecting things you want to align, like these two over here, and then control G to group them. So now what I want to do is I want to align all of these so they look really neat. So I'm going to select, hold shift, click on this to select it, click on this to select it, and click on this to select it. And then I'm going to click on the horizontal align, and then also go to more options and distribute the spacing so that they're equally distributed. Hold Control G to group them. Okay, now I want this in the middle, so middle align. I think this is too much, so I'm going to reduce it to regular. Okay, cool. And this is how you make a simple Google Ads banner. So this is your banner, and it can be placed wherever you are posting the